Hi, this is Greg and Marlo.
And we are the hosts of the Greg and Marlo Show on CJOB 68 in Winnipeg. And you can also find us online at gregandmarloshow.com.
It's our new URL.
It
well,
is.
actually, we said that last week.
We did, so it's
Yeah.
not really new.
No, but
Disregard.
gregandmarloshow.com. Because if you go to the old website, it's just going to take you to this new website. But we're not going to say what the old website is, because when you want to get a new message out there...
You don't talk about the old thing.
Right, and you certainly don't put out the old information, because then people confuse the old information with the new information, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right, well, okay, coming up this week on the Greg and Marlo Show, we have an announcement to make. We are issuing a 30-day challenge.
But it's not a New Year's resolution.
No,
I hate
definitely
those.
not, because we don't make New Year's resolutions. Well, I do, and I succeeded all of mine. But I have to be honest, I was feeling a little convicted after last Sunday's show. You know, you asked me if, I ever made any resolutions that involved constraint or control or, discipline, anything like that. And I thought, you know what? My resolutions are more healthy than that. I just embrace life in its fullness.
Healthy meaning self-involved, or?
No, no, I celebrate who I am in my resolutions. So more cars, computers, books, and guitars, right?
Yes, yep.
That's celebrating who I am. That's not self-indulgent or self-centered.
Nope.
No,
right.
I don't have that kind of, accusatory spirituality. I have a spirituality of celebration.
Excellent, Greg.
But I thought, I love the word challenge. I love a challenge. And I think it's time for a 30-day challenge. So you and I are going to challenge each other. And we're going to do it with, can you believe it, two people who hate video games. We're going to do it with a Wii.
Yes. Greg bought one yesterday.
I did. And you got one for Christmas.
I did.
And we're not doing Mario Brothers or anything like that. We are going to do the EA Sports Active 30-day challenge.
Bob Green. If you remember Bob Green from, Oprah-dom. Yes, Bob Green, I think he trained her.
Yeah.
True story. So what are we talking about this week?
Hour one. How do you get along with someone who believes something different than you do? And in Canada, that is a huge, huge issue. Yes. How do you get along with somebody that believes something other than you do? Maybe they don't believe anything at all. Maybe they belong to a different religion. We live in a country where people are not the same, and we don't know what to do with that. We think we're just all supposed to get along, and we never talk about it, and we hope by not talking about it, somehow there won't be problems or misunderstandings or disagreements, but all there is disconnection as far as I'm concerned. We're talking about a book called The Faith Club, where three women did exactly that. They were from three different faiths. They sat down with each other and got to know each other, worked through the tough questions and the preconceptions and all those other misunderstandings that everybody has but nobody wants to talk about. What a great book. How do we get along with people who believe differently than we do?
And then in hour two, this is one that should hit home for a number of people. Coping with a miserable job. How do you do that? Do you love your job? Do you hate your job? Do you feel like you have to stick it out in a tough economy? Greg, I think the first thing you should do is try and change your attitude about your current job first.
I think change your job. Just change your job.
That sounds reckless.
Yeah. Do you love your job?
I like this job, but it's not a job. See, when you work for yourself, when you're an entrepreneur, it's really hard to fit into someone else's box. I learned that the hard way. But it was necessary for me to do that for a period of time. So I don't consider this a job. This is more of like, this is just who I am. This is what I do.
So Greg and Marlo aren't working a single day in their lives.
Nope.
It sounds so simple.
Yes. Almost cliche.
Yep.
There is hard work involved, but it's all about your attitude.
It doesn't feel like work when you love what you're doing.
But see, it's all about attitude, which means I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, and Up in the Air. We're talking about that movie.
Fantastic movie.
Guess who's in that movie? George Clooney.
Yeah, it's actually the actress that steals the movie.
Who cares about her?
Yeah.
George Clooney.
Okay.
Ladies, hello, and maybe some of you gentlemen. That's fine too. Up in there. It's going to be a good movie. You've already seen it. I'm going to see it this weekend. And that's also about someone who's into their career as well.
Yep.
And apparently, Greg, U.S. workers are miserable, according to a poll. We're going to integrate that too.
They need to change their jobs. gregandmarloshow.com, Sunday nights, 9 to 11 on CJOB 68, 680 AM in Winnipeg, www.cjob.com.
You don't need to say www.
Oh.
CJOB.com.
Yeah, it works too.
www is implied. We had this conversation this week.
Yeah, we did actually.
CJOB.com. That's how you can listen live.
Yeah, World Wide Web, 3 Ws.
Okay, well, we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah. Perfect. What do you think? Legs crossed? Or something a little bit more?
Oh, don't do that.
Because you look like you're a confident man.
No, that's not what that looks like.
Just rude and crude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. The legs crossed. It's casual and comfortable, yet clearly authoritative.
Your jeans are casual and comfortable.
Okay, that's good.
That's as much casual comfort that we need to see from you.
That has so many different places.
I know.
You go.
Yes.
So how do we start this? Like, does somebody say action? Don't you think that'd be a good idea? Like, somebody's got to be the director.
And
now you're talking.
And go. I don't know.
Well, I was chewing gum, and like my mouth was,
Flapping like a horse.
It does do that. It's a big mouth. It's and a big
I'm
mouth
not
is good.
re-recording that. That's like
I think we should.
impractical.
Do you think people want to see me chewing gum?
No, but you know what? I think you need to live with the consequences of your actions.
And that's
You
the only
forgot
way
to
I'll
spit
learn
out
my
your gum.
lesson.
That's the only way you're going to learn your lesson. It's just like when you're talking on the air, and then you have to stop mid-sentence and spit out your gum.
I've done that many times.
I know. I've watched you. People see that.
Yeah.
Or they hear it, actually.
Yeah.
They can hear you pause and spit your gum into a Kleenex.
And you think that's bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only
And-
way you're going to learn your lesson. People leave comments and tell Greg, we don't appreciate you chewing your gum while you're doing the video.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Mm-hmm.